Conterra was founded actually 2013. End of the year, was operational January 1 of 2014. It was a concept that I had around working for other lenders, farm credit, that there just had to be a better way.
I've worked at Conterra for almost 9.5 years, since January 2014. Conterra has grown a lot over those years. We went from just a handful of employees to where we are today with almost 40 employees. We originally started as an asset manager, program administrator for Farmer Mac, and now we're originating loans across the country, competing with some of the largest banks and private financial institutions.
I've been involved with Conterra since the beginning. It started with Paul and I sketching some logos and getting some website ideas going. The most rewarding part for me has been seeing the company go from Paul's vision to what it is today. And it's been great to see the grit, the dedication, and the hard work, it's taken from Paul and all of the employees to make that happen.
And I actually decided when I started meeting with Paul, I was like, I'm not doing this. No, I'm comfortable where I'm at, so I'm just gonna stay. But I tell you, after I met with Paul and seeing his excitement and his energy and his vision, it's like, I think I'm gonna take a chance. You know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to join Conterra, and I've never had one regret. I've enjoyed it so much.
I feel very fortunate to have developed myself through my years at Conterra and having worked in different parts of the company. I have been in the Farmer Mac side. I have worked on the credit side. I now am Director of Marketing, which I think gives me a benefit that I fully understand what we do, who we are, who we want to be as a company from the inside out.
The company started small, 2 or 3, grew very quickly, and it's been very successful. The company has been successful for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that we knew how to execute, and our employees did a great job.
From my experience here at Conterra, and I just started with the company in August, but our culture is what makes us different. We're very farm and ranch focused. That's all we do. And we have, I would say, greater flexibility in the capital that we place to assist a wide range of farmers and ranchers compared to others that are in the industry.
Yeah, I would say that we do things a lot differently than most of your traditional lenders, especially, but even in the private world, I think we're doing things a lot differently. Our leadership here at Conterra never is sitting still in terms of finding new sources of funding, new ways to get deals done, and especially in the ag industry, every deal is totally different. Whether it's regional or structure, whatever it may be, I find that we're extremely creative. We run into a problem, we find a solution, and we're just constantly building out new products, new ways to do things, and I think it's putting us at the forefront in the industry.
What really sets Conterra apart from other lending institutions that I've worked at is our flexibility and available to tailor deals. Our different funding sources allows us to look at a lot of different things and be creative. And typically find something that'll work both for our funding groups and our clients. And for me, that's the most rewarding, is that I'm not held to a box that looking at the same type of deals day after day. I get to be creative and look at all sorts of things.
What I tell clients is, look, I know you've dealt with a lot of different ag lenders in your life. What I bring to the table, in my opinion, is that I understand the stresses that you're faced with because my family's been there. understand, where the frustrations with the appraisal process, title process, and I tell the same thing to brokers. You just want to get your deal closed. I completely understand that, and I've been on your end of it. And so I try to apply that to every deal that I go through and just understand everybody's position within the deal.
Whether it's helping, a client understand what products we have available, or, guiding them through any questions that they might have about the lending process, and helping them manage, parts of their finances for their farm and their livelihoods. I am so excited to be part of the team and be able to contribute back to what I hold so near and dear to my heart.
What makes Conterra different is we get to know our clients really well. We show up with boots on the ground at the farm and ranch, walking in the farm gate, sitting at the kitchen table, helping to provide solutions to our clients through the financial products that we can offer them.
One thing that I've enjoyed here is that everyone seems to be aligned with the same goal, and that's getting the best fit for the borrowers and Conterra. And so it's not uncommon to get all hands on deck when we get a new application to figure out how can we tailor this to fit and what we have to fit what they're looking to accomplish. There's no silos with trying to accomplish these goals. Everybody's aligned, and that's been the big difference here from where I've worked in other places.
Changes at Conterra since I've started in the last 5 years have been quite a few. When I first started, we didn't actually have a lot of loan products to offer, but that's really developed over time. Different funding sources have come on board since I started, and now we've got multiple different sources that we use. So there's been a lot of changes, a lot of new employees as well. We have a lot of different relationship managers throughout the country now that we didn't have before. So our presence throughout the country is a lot more diverse than it was before.
What I feel is unique about Conterra's culture is the stickiness of employees here. I've worked at large firms, large companies, and what I think is unique is we find quality people and we work well together. Everybody respects you, get your work done, you're left to it. And I think it's unique that we hire people from the beginning and they're still here almost 10 years later. And I think that defines our culture, it defines our people.
My first impression was honestly, what you see is what you get. I think whether it's Paul Erickson or somebody else, just from meeting people for the first time, you just get a glimpse into Conterra's culture. I would say we care about people, we're open, we're honest, we have integrity, all of the things you'd want to see.
The first thing that really attracted me to Conterra was, from top to bottom, the relationships that are built here within the office, just the culture here, really being able to tap into farmers and ranchers in a flexible way, being able to really get creative with our loans and structures for them. Everything about Conterra as a whole group and as a culture here is really appealing to a lot of people, and really what brought me in here.
It's a very laid-back experience here. It's a family atmosphere, very stress-free, very relaxing. So I have enjoyed working here quite a bit.
Few people that were here when I came here, it was already had a good atmosphere. It was already relaxed. You could tell that everyone was going to work well together. But yeah, and it was a small company. I like that too.
My coworkers are amazing. Everybody has a little bit of a diverse background. We don't all come from an ag background. We didn't all grow up on a farm. We didn't all go to college for this. So I learned so much from all of them.
As terribly cliche as it is, I think it's the people working here. Paul Erickson, our president and CEO, has done a great job cultivating a good culture. The people here care about each other, care about ag, and care about farmers.
What I like most about working at Conterra would be the flexibility between, your personal life and work life, the accountability that everyone has for their job, so it makes what you do easier.
Yeah, so I had originally left my previous role because I had 3 small children. My husband owns a construction company. It was just a very busy time in life, and so when I came on, I was looking for something not part-time, but not in as demanding of a role as I had previously been. I was previously assistant controller at a large convenience store gas station chain that just demanded a lot of time. It was very intense, and so had taken a break away from that and wanted to come into a role that was more family friendly, allowed a little more flexibility for me to raise my children, take them to their sports activities, etc.
The culture at Conterra, it's welcoming, it's a great team with knowledgeable people. Your resources are all on deck, everyone's a phone call away. Everyone's just a big family here.
The thing I value most about Conterra is their focus on families and farming and the flexibility I'm given here.
I love working at Conterra for a couple different reasons. One is that everybody is great. I've built up a lot of connections with the employees here. And I really feel like it's a family environment, and that's how it feels.
And really for my first initial meeting, it was like, wow, this is a really cool company. First conversations just across senior management, you just get a sense of family and community. And that's something that sort of stuck with me through my whole time here.
My coworkers here at Conterra are amazing. The one word that comes to mind is family. Everybody is really here to help. Conterra just offers so many resources, whether it's on the accounting, servicing, closing side, with attorneys, and even the RMs. I think we're all pretty closely knit, and we have just amazing bosses and leadership here at Conterra, and I think that it's one of the best places to work, in my opinion.
When I founded Conterra, at that time I was thinking to myself that, I always thought in my mind that if it was ever my company, I would do it this way, and I was finally getting my chance, right? The most important side of any company is the employees that work for it. Just as the borrowers are extremely important to this company, you have to have employees that love doing their job and work hard, but also know how to have fun. Our employees are exceptional. I think of them as family and treat them as family.